After a nice 50-degree weekend, Saturday and Sunday, we're turning the corner back to January and another storm.
I know a lot of people are saying, oh, it feels like we're heading towards spring. I was like, nope, it's still January. We've got a ways to go.
We have like 3 more months.
Yeah, exactly. And we have a couple of storms on the horizon. Our first storm moves in tonight through Tuesday, bringing some minor accumulation compared to other storms we've had so far this season. But with this one, we will have wind issues and a coastal flood threat. More about that in just a minute. There's the area of low pressure way down to the south across the Carolinas, and this will continue to gather up some strength and some moisture and move to the northeast, but it will pass well offshore. Models in agreement on that. Big question is, how far inland will these snow bands eventually move? How far to the north and west? Well, for now, we have rain across Nantucket. Temperatures across the area in the upper 30s and low 40s to the south and east. These are the high temperatures for the day. Eventually, we'll start to fall later this evening. 42 on Nantucket, and yes, all rain. But that rain will expand northwestward through this afternoon, this evening. And the satellite radar there, just some clouds across Boston, Bedford, all dry in Worcester for now. Hour by hour timing, temperatures will flip back to right around freezing as we decrease things here. Monday evening, the commute will be slick and slow going across southeastern Massachusetts as we get first the wintry mess, then transitioning to some pasty and wet snow consistency tonight. A 10 o'clock snapshot. Plymouth all the way to Taunton, the snow starts to expand northwestward, and a few of those snow bands will be out towards 495, towards southeastern parts of New Hampshire and all the way through the Maine coast. But temperatures will fall into the 20s by 5 a.m. Tuesday. A slick morning commute and more fluffy snow consistency. And this is where we get the bulk of accumulation between midnight and, say, 9 o'clock Tuesday morning. Temperatures still in the 20s, and we slowly start to taper off the snow chances across the South Shore and across Cape Cod by Tuesday evening. Slow accumulation, slow and steady. Tonight through Tuesday, 2 to 5 inches total accumulation right around Buzzards Bay, southeastern Massachusetts, Cape Cod, in the islands, coating to 2 inches of snow here in Boston, all the way out towards Westford and Nashua, New Hampshire, and perhaps towards Worcester too. 4 p.m. today, that's when a winter weather advisory will be in effect through 10 o'clock Tuesday. Slow going, reduced visibility from time to time in those heavier snow bands, and this again for southeastern Massachusetts. Also a wind advisory for coastal Plymouth County, Cape Cod, and the islands as winds could gust to 45 miles per hour. That wind advisory in effect 10 o'clock this evening to 7 a.m. on Thursday. Projected wind gusts will first come from the northeast, and things start to ramp up this evening between 25 and 35 mile per hour gusts for most locations. Overnight tonight, getting between 40 and, say, 50 miles per hour. Wind direction slightly changes for Tuesday morning, coming more from the north, and that means, yes, still some strong wind gusts across the Cape and Islands and even north-facing beaches of the South Shore pushing 50 miles an hour, but the high tides right around Tuesday morning, and that means we could see some minor splashover, minor flooding. 8 a.m. until noon on Tuesday, a coastal flood advisory is up here from Gloucester all the way down to Nantucket, the South Shore, Sandwich, Chatham, etc. 1 to 1.5 foot surge on top of the high astronomical tides thanks to that supermoon. 8 to 12 foot seas just offshore. Not our biggest storm by any means, but something we'll watch out for. And temperatures in your 7-day forecast will get a little cooler for Tuesday, Wednesday, back to some spring-like temps Thursday, 44, and another round of snow Thursday into Friday.